Blow Me Kisses first up. Fast filly, light on. Set to go. Off and they're racing. Blow Me Kisses, one of the first to leave. Valan Dawn, Majestic View from the inside, stepped out well. Going forward, Perfect Sister. Delta Sun settles down about 6 or 7 lengths from the leader, which takes off now. Blow Me Kisses quickly established a lead of 4 lengths, Perfect Sister, as they get going. And now has to be taken hold of. Blow Me Kisses by McNaught, trying to steady her down. Further back in the field then, Crashed and Burned in the last couple. They included Lanfranco and She's Devel towards the turn. Blow Me Kisses has gone a little keenly, 450 to go. Leads the way by 2, Perfect Sister, a length and a half away then. In third spot, Valan Dawn. Delta Sun to the outside, being roused right up now, trying to get into overdrive and statewide, finding room near the inside. 150 to go. Blow Me Kisses, the leader. Statewide is getting a dream rails run. Perfect Sister, Delta ran. They're trying to run on. Now Perfect Sister grabs the lead on the inside. Statewide, Perfect Sister. Perfect Sister, the debutante, wins it from Statewide. Delta Sun third. They beat off Blow Me Kisses, who wobbled up in the final part. Then Crashed and Burned. Lanfranco, She's Valan, followed further back She's Devel, and a long last Majestic View. So Perfect Sister, number 8, ridden by Lucy Fiore for the Dan Morton stable in the Greenfields Lodge Silks, has won from Statewide. On the rail, got a beautiful run through. Confident ride by Lucy Fiore here though, and holding Statewide, who didn't have to pass a horse. And on the outside of those, Delta Sun in third place. So the numbers here after the running of race 2, they'll be 8, 1 and 2. 8, 1 and 2, Perfect Sister for owner Tony Patrizzi by Gingerbread Man, from Carillia by Blackfriars, Dan Morton, Lucy Fiore. Statewide second by Tacit from the Reduced Choice mare Moore, Nevin Stephen Parnham, and Delta Sun by I'm All the Talk from Delta Jane, Merrill Haley, Lactar Romilly. Fourth home, number 5, the speedy Blow Me Kisses. 8, 1, 2 and 5 are the numbers after the running of the second, and they've run 58.61. The sectional's 34.45. And it's a half ahead by half a length. Half ahead by half a length. The details after the running of race 2, and a great start to her career. Perfect Sister scoring on debut. Going to the next event, the Lipton Iced Tea Handicap. Again, we see them over the 1,000. Number 3 is out, Talkin' Gibberish, leaving us with a field of 7 to run, and they'll jump at 4 minutes after 1 o'clock. Lockie Taylor's back in the yard after this debut victory of Perfect Sister, who beat Statewide, afforded every hope down there near the rail. Unfortunately, Delta Sun looks as though it misses out on a Karrakatta run next week.
Exactly right, Darren. Plenty to play out in the next 24 to 48 hours. Does Delta Sun sneak into the Karrakatta plate? It doesn't look likely, but you never know, especially with the 2-year-olds. But Perfect Sister, she makes it a winning debut here at the races, and I expect her to be in a Karrakatta plate in 7 days' time, because not only was she very good here today, she was very, very professional. She appears to be a filly with a wonderful temperament on her side, and I'm sure it's a great result for owner-breeder Tony Patrizzi and his team. But I'm now catching up with winning trainer Dan Morton. Dan, congratulations on the win. Perfect Sister, what were your expectations of this filly on debut coming into today?
I really liked her. We took her out of Pinjarra the other day. She drew awkward, and we figured if she was good enough to win that, she was still probably not going to get enough prize money to leg her into a Karrakatta. So I was sort of cautiously optimistic. She only had the 1 trial, but she's pretty professional about it. So I think there's a fair bit of upside.
How do you see the race play out today? It looked like that professionalism, it really shone this afternoon.
Yeah, well, it did. You know, obviously she had a good bunny to chase with Luke's filly. You know, which probably aided her, but yeah, she was all out of tools halfway up the straight, not knowing how to deal with it, but still got the job done.
What's the next 7 days look like for her? Does she back up in a Karrakatta plate? When do you and Tony make that decision?
Yeah, I was just chatting to Tony then. Like, I feel like she's got the right demeanour to cope with it, but I won't sort of get ahead of myself. We'll just see how she comes through and make a decision later.
Nice team of horses in today, highlighted by the dual-pronged attack in the WATC Derby, Net Zero and Sale Session. How have they done since we last saw them?
Yeah, beautifully. I'm really happy with them both, Garni, and so I think it'll be tactically tricky little race possibly, but yeah, they're both in good shape.
Well done here. Good luck later today.
Thank you.
There's Dan Morton. The stable continues to fire at the moment, and Perfect Sister, the 2-year-old filly by Gingerbread Man, she makes it a winning debut, and as you can see on screen as we speak, she just looks like the perfect ready-made 2-year-old. A beautiful constitution, and I'm sure, Scotty, that will hold her in very good stead in only her second start, potentially in a Karrakatta Plate next week.
Exactly right, Lockie. Those two scratchings from Wednesday's race were Perfect Sister and Statewide. So both sets of connections have made the right decisions to scratch from that Wednesday race and come here today to race around for more prize money and guarantee themselves starts in next weekend's Karrakatta Plate. For Statewide, he'll be off the 7 days and then off to, you would think, the Sires. And for this filly, it's come very quickly for her. One trial straight to the races, and then next weekend may well go around in a Karrakatta. But for now, Lucy, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy with that result.
Yeah, for sure. It worked out perfect. She was very professional. It's only had the one trial, but jumped good, travelled good, and maybe just a little lost and hanging in the last 150, but to her credit, she stuck on.
And always going to be a high-speed contest. Luke's filly looks like she's really quick.
Yeah, it is, and it made it perfect little toe up for us, so yeah, I was thankful there was some speed in it.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Lucy Fury. She was absolutely airborne yesterday, and she continues the good form, taking out the second here at Ascot. That's the Pepsi Max Plate. Hopefully we see the likes of a Perfect Sister and Statewide in a Karrakatta Plate in only 7 days' time.